Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us are the Sony SRF-M35. This is a digital AM/FM stereo Walkman radio. During this video, I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. First, we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the daytime band in the Chicagoland area. Rock on. So yeah, this Walkman SRF-M35 is a sleeper. You can find this thing for $15 on eBay. Yeah, I'll have links below. I'm an eBay partner. I can earn a small commission if you use a link. Yay! You support the channel at the same time you're buying your radio at no additional cost to you. Love it. So use a link, get yourself a sleeper like this bad boy, and have some fun. I think you're really going to like this radio if you haven't seen my videos before on it. Yeah, this is a great radio to reintroduce to the channel. A lot of features on here. So yeah, let's start looking at features. So going to the left-hand side, we got a switch here. FM sensitivity, DX or local. We'll leave it on DX, even though we're not doing FM. We got kind of a cool design. I'm not sure exactly what year this came out, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. We got our FM stereo headphone jack, volume control. On the back here, we got a belt clip, which you can remove. Yay. We got a battery compartment. Behind here, we have two AAA batteries. Yeah, AAAs. Now, some of these Walkmans have one AA, so that's kind of neat. Going to the front of the radio, let's see, I think we covered the whole side. Yep. You can see we get a clock, which is nice. That's a nice, handy feature. So currently it is 10:59 a.m. That's Central Standard Time. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA. It's the month of December 2024 for posterity. Love it. And we got some buttons. So we got 5 preset buttons. They're one of those quick presets. So you get 5 per band. And they structure it so you have an AM and 2 FM bands. So the reason why they do 2 FM bands is so you get the extra 5 presets for the FM. So you get a total of 15 presets. Yay! Clock button. I was like, what's the clock button for? You can use it to set the clock, but it's also cool when the radio is playing. You can tap this to see what time it is and tap it to go back to the frequency. Awesome if you're logging stations, which you might because this is a little DXer. I love it. Walkman SRF, I can speak, M35. We've got some more buttons over here. We got some tuning buttons, tuning down, tuning up, time set, sweet. You can press and hold this, and it'll actually fast tune without muting. It's actually pretty cool sounding. I'll try to remember to do that if I can. Hold buttons like a lock button, power button, of course, turns on and off, and Walkman. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't remember the last time I took this out. Might have been a couple years ago. Might be pretty recent. I don't know. But I'm having fun with this radio, so awesome. Love it. So, size comparison. We have some radios I can show it to. So, CC Pocket. Yep, looks like a giant compared to this. I love Sony's, man. They run forever. They're great. Especially these little digital ones. They're fantastic. I've had the SRF-39s fail on me, actually. Unfortunate. The tuning capacitor died, and it's all analog, which is nice. So sometimes these digitals will last longer, especially some of these Sonys. Very nice. So there's that. What else we got? We got CC Skywave in the house. It's pretty much taking up the whole screen. You get the idea. And then we have, you don't have those radios, we always have the deck of cards. Iron Man! Oh boy! He's the master man. He loves Sonys from Walkman land. That makes no sense, dudes. I love it. But there you get the idea. Deck of cards, Iron Man style. Yeah. Sony fanboy forever. Alright, cool. So let's hook it up. Behind me here, I have a GPX radio, which is pretty crummy, but it works great as an external speaker source, and we're going to hook it up. So let me fish out my wire, and it's going to get in the way probably and make some noise, but whatever. We're hook it up. Boom, done. So we're going to turn on that speaker. It's behind me. Now, I know you got to run batteries in that thing, otherwise it hisses when I use AC. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So we're going to use the power button. We got volume up here. You can see we're greeted with the band we're on, frequency. Of course, we got the hot presets if we want to go through those. I don't know what I have set. I don't think I even have them set. Okay. And then, of course, you can lock it. Hit the lock button. There you go. So you got the lock button. It's showing it's on preset 5. So, cool. Of course, there's a button for there's a beep for every confirmation. So that is one annoying feature. You can't turn that off, which is what? You should be able to turn that off. But anyway, there's 530, which there's nothing on that. Our ferret antenna, I think, is right here, orientated in this direction. So when I turn it, it'll help get better reception. So let's go to our first station.
4842, that's 85575 Civic. And if you've been waiting patiently, I thank you for doing so. And Calvin, let's take a couple calls.
Here's 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. Pretty cool. It's 50 miles to the north, I believe.
Hey, Tom, what's on your mind?
Hey, Matt. Well, you know what, in my...
There is, however, an effective way to turn back the clock on pain relief factor.
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago. Right wing station all the way. The answer.
The difference? Instead of masking pain, relief factor helps eliminate it. Good. I know, I take it. And
Clock.
It's 100% drug-free.
Nice.
If the pains that come with living a full life are
when talking about a book like this, so maybe you can set up our discussion by giving us the elevator pitch for the story.
Sure. Good morning, Brian. You know, it's a great way to start. Here we go all the way down to the...
Here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois, 150 miles southeast. It's an NPR station. Cardinal directions, south, north, west, east.
From where I'm from, it's 380 miles to Chicago. And so our novel begins at the...
So we can get what you want. Gotta be happy, I think, and thankful. So let's just see if we can get...
So here's 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, 140 miles east, across the Great Lakes, Great Lake Michigan. Needed help from the Terk Advantage Passive Loop. It's a great thing to have. If you're DXing and you're doing something like I'm doing here on a desk with a small radio, some people like to do this. It's part of the fun. So this is portable radio. It's cheap, $15, eBay. Go get one. It actually is worth it. I mean, this thing's fantastic. I can't believe how common they are. Just awesome. Find them anywhere. But yeah, Terk Advantage Passive Loop is actually more money than this radio. This is like $45, $50. But you can use like an AN200. You can go on AliExpress probably and find a cheap passive loop. It'll do the same job. This just tunes really nice. This is a capacitor here to match the same frequency. And it just transmits the energy it collects from its coil of wire to the radio passively, which is nice. So it doesn't need batteries. And it improves reception, as you heard.
This is going back in...
Take it away, and big difference.
Of 2022.
Cool.
4 to 4.5 intervals up that way. So yeah, that's about the snow that we saw.
This is WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles west. Let's bring the loop in.
Yeah, and, you know, we've heard this, well... we didn't really expect it. It may not have been forecasted, so it was kind of a surprise. Well, snow is snow. I mean, we've been around here a number of years, and we get it in Iowa. So y'all know what it is, so be careful out there. But I happen to be sitting in front of...
Y'all know what it is. I love it. I'm going to bring my chair over with that loop sitting off the table so it doesn't skew the results. All right, let's keep tuning.
Nonetheless, we are back with Monday and some big stories that we're following here today at 11:10.
And now it's time for 3 Big Things on Wisconsin's Midday News.
Number 1, for months, President Biden sworn he would not pardon his son Hunter, and then President-elect Trump announced his selection to head up the FBI, and Biden's stance changed. With just weeks left in office, the president now protecting his only living son with a sweeping pardon. ABC Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce explains why.
President Biden clearly did not want to leave his son's fate in the hands of Trump's Justice Department.
Of course. You're a president, you could pardon anybody. They all do that. WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to the north. As you saw, it tuned in nicely when I moved it.
It has been weaponized, saying, quote, that must be
BIN 640 and on the iHeartRadio app.
So BIN, Black Information Network, WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
Part to save Mother Earth. Since being an Earth Avenger will be and everything else. But I do think he's right about the expectations.
For all the highfalutin, flowery language.
Now, as you notice, during the day, 650, 660 was overpowered by 670. Selectivity isn't always the best with this radio, but it's only if you got really strong locals nearby. You're going to have an issue, like 670. But, you know, in the evening, it wasn't as bad. I was able to get 650 no problem, and 690. The 720 I thought would be a problem, but I was still able to get 700 and 740. So it's not like as bad as it's showing up right now during the day, but in the evening it's a little bit better, selectivity wise.
Creepy thing.
670 the score, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubbies.
Whoever hired the Thomas Brown, but Thomas Brown ended up being better coordinator. Now he's the head coach. So my question is this: how much of this is on Ron Poles and
the loot do list for the week?
Okay. Hey, how were the 50-plus people at your house for Thanksgiving?
Well, we were down to 46.
720 WGN, Chicago.
Cancellation due to some health issues, which is always sad, but we had a lovely time.
Music there, 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Can only stay outside a certain amount of time in extreme cold temperatures. Humans can only be outside a certain amount of time in extreme cold temperatures.
780 WBBM News Radio, Chicago, Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. If you're up late and you can tune the station in Central Standard Time, you can enjoy some old-time radio shows by radiospirits.com. They put it on. It's pretty kick butt. I like it.
An Indianapolis police officer is accused of causing a black man death. Opening statements, officers added.
And I hope they cut their throats with it, or words to that effect. I had to look up the quote.
Left Wing Station, WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois.
Referred to them as the economic royalists. Said,
picking up a faint signal here, WNOV, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles to the north, but the neat thing is this station's operating on 250 watts. So, somebody's backyard. Let's put a loop and see if we can't boost it. So I'm going perpendicular to where that internal ferrite would be. Tune it up. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. All right, let's keep going. 870, maybe. Yep, there's something there. Cool.
I mean, this is about American security. This is about our own economic security, because this war has jacked up gas prices and food prices because of Russia's...
Just making sure it's not 890 bleeding through, because that could be a possibility, but it's not. I just turned it towards where 890 would be, which is that way, going southeast. But yeah, 870 is coming in. This is WKAR, East Lansing, Michigan, 195 miles east. Winter is a great time. Winter's a great time for DXing on the medium wave.
Son, in front of a bunch of international questionable business deals at best. Stop the nonsense.
So 890 WLS Chicago. I like how it's lining up almost perfectly with the camera, with the reading. It's neat.
They're not protecting Hunter Biden. That's not why this, and I say they, I mean...
You can win a Super Bowl without a great defense. I mean, we have Baltimore as a team that can win the Super Bowl. Their defense stinks.
Okay, so this had a change. This is WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If I remember right, I'll put a little post here. It used to be called the Big Badger. Now it's called something else. And TV Radio 72, shout out to him. Mentioned it in my Discord channel that they made the program swap, and I didn't know it. And he is in New York, Boston, and he knows about what's going on in my neighborhood. So thank you, sir.
Today. Because you ran out of time. Christmas is upon us.
It's time for you to buy a fat...
It constricts us. It narrows our vision of the world, so it darkens our mind, it weakens our will.
WKBM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
When we engage in any type
Catholic.
of penitential action, we're actually opening up to life.
Through December 12th, donate $2 or more and add a link to the Fort Healthcare Love Life Tree. Become a sponsor with it.
940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. They usually have some cool music playing. Love it. Some classics.
Scholarships. For more info, visit forthealthcare.com.
Because we're preparing our hearts to receive Christ. As much as
WNTD, Chicago, sister station to WKBM, Relevant Radio.
Christ who comes to us, it's also...
The forward movement of technology and improvements really over the course of more than 50.
This is WHA, Madison, Wisconsin, about 72 miles to the northwest.
Absolutely. They improved things so well there was no need for the scripture and certainly the keepers and their families.
Yeah. And there were in the documentary, the PBS documentary, people are going to see tonight, the
world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine...
So here's 1000 WMVP, Chicago.
...to you for free, so don't wait.
Sports Radio, ESPN.
...who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off.
That Walkman's rocking, yeah. I gotta take my Walkman out on a walk, you know what I mean? Get the belt clip going. I think I'm going to this summer. WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois. Yeah, nice.
Święta Bożego Narodzenia coraz bliżej.
Corrupt actors are the first. I like that one.
Isn't that great?
Corrupt actors are the first order. They got a little secret hand.
WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin, to the north.
Identify themselves.
Well, Christmas music, you're hearing it everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. on WHFP 102.5 FM and AM 1060. We can hear through the...
Don't know if that got picked up on the microphone. They just said WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan. That's without any help with the loop. That's 95 miles away. So with headphones, you'd be picking this up no problem.
Seahawks got a big emotional victory yesterday. Come from behind.
You'd be able to hear it. WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin. Sports station.
Out for the Seahawks at some point here, so I got the Cardinals as well here, yeah.
All right, Mark, what's your last pick?
Even the best part is the fact that you guys like it, I locked it already.
30.
Polish Roman Catholic Union of America, PRCUA Life, to bezpieczna przyszłość finansowa dla Ciebie.
WNWI, Oakland, Illinois. It is a multilingual, multi-program station where they'll play Brother Stare's recorded programs on here. Yes, Brother Stare has visited me in my neighborhood. He's not stuck on the East Coast anymore. He's everywhere.
1-800-772-8632, a skontaktujemy Cię z Twoim lokalnym agentem.
Bendigas a cada persona que en esos momentos se encuentra triste.
WXCS, Chicago.
Cada persona que en ese momento está siendo agobiada.
Okay. He will lie to you about anything. He lies and lies and lies some more about things that he also pretends to be honorable about, right?
WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Right wing all the way.
Never been a good man. He has never been an honorable man. And so all these people lecturing us about Trump and Trumpism and all the rest of it.
Entire year and help their community gain access to water. To make a gift of any amount.
Here we are with Hope for Your Life, WYLL Christian Radio out of Chicago, Illinois.
That's a 855-901.
Nice strong station.
73, or go to 1160hope.com and click on the red Give Life banner.
Can't hover on the Q, but there you go. WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. There's a squirrel on my radio. Yeah, it used to be the squirrel, but they don't call it the squirrel anymore. They call it the Q, which I don't understand. But it is near College Town, Sycamore, DeKalb. They're like twin cities together. Twin towns, whatever you want to call it.
De verdad. Feo verde.
I'm rocking the one thumb thing. What the heck is that? Dude, yeah. What is that? That's all wrong. I don't think I'm doing it right. That's hilarious. WRTO Chicago. Yeah, these guys are funny to listen to. I don't know what they're saying sometimes, but it's just like a laugh factory. I love it.
DJ Moore hoy habló en la radio por primera vez desde...
Hacia un gol respondían, pero en fin, Peloneri.
I think they're almost like related. WRTO. This is WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
From communism to capitalism, my father did against fire.
WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin, is an agro station. So if you want to learn about farming, raising cattle, anything that's related to food, livestock, you listen to the station.
It was a process from 1990 to 2000, 10 years.
Okay, so si della Palermo Bakery. Palermo Bakery, la vera pasticceria italiana.
And if you want to listen to over-distorted voices, you listen to WSBC Chicago. There's something wrong with their audio setup.
Approcite le vostre giornate con i prodotti della...
Have a great rest of the day, everybody.
The Kittleson Law Firm in Monroe and Janesville is a nationally...
Cool, it's coming in good. Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away, WEKZ. Usually a hard one to pull in, but this one's doing good. Again, it's the cold weather's probably helping a lot. Stable atmosphere.
We retain assets for your spouse.
To make third downs and Baltimore's inability to hit clutch kicks.
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
Between winning streaks and losing.
Classic music on WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. They call it Fonz FM. Sweet.
WIBA.
If you're a business owner,
Just caught the end of the call letters. IBA, WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin, 1310.
equals result, and no platform reaches the customers your business needs.
Not preventing rises. Start against Miami.
Two stations mixing during the day here, WNTA Rockford and WKTA Evanston. One's west and one is east. I think when we're hearing more is more Rockford, because I think I'm closer to Rockford than I am to Evanston. As the bird flies. Crow, whatever. Pigeon. Music there on WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois, right next to Sycamore, next to the Squirrel, the Q. This is a good station. It used to sell tires and stuff around this time, but now they're playing music, which is good. We got music at 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. I love this. Gospel Radio on WGRB, Chicago.
There that you can take a look at, things that are becoming popular.
WRMN, Elgin, Illinois, usually a shopping show.
Shop from Hexclad, Lululemon, Yeti, Free People, things like that. So we've got a lot of different ones out there. You can also take a look. I mean, you can even just look up sources from across the web. If you look up most popular.
She sounds tired. She's like, and You can just hear her sighing. Like, can I please get off the mic, please? Somebody relieve me.
Stanley Quencher. The Stanley Cups are very popular. A lot of different makeup kits that we're seeing here. Apple AirPods as well, too.
Just as professional as I am. Yeah. Rock on. Speaking of a rock, not rock station, WROK, Rockford, Illinois, All News Radio. Wait. Not. There it is.
On sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XP.
I kind of skipped ahead. WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
Processors. Cyber Monday.
And behind it here, 1430 is WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
Deals.
Got some faint Hispanic music there. I believe it's WRLL, The Real, Cicero, Illinois. More music on 1460 WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. Iron Country, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Yeah, so we got some good music stations where I'm located. I'm lucky. Got some headbanging music on 1500 WPJX, Zion, Illinois. Yeah, you guys live over there, you know what this is. You're probably rocking out the AM band on 1500. It's like heavy metal on an AM band. I mean, I don't know where you're located, but what? It's awesome. Little hint of WCKG, Elmhurst, Illinois. Little hint of 1560 WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin, which I can improve with the loop, but I'm going to keep this rather short.
We support these groups. More important is still join one.
1580 WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
With a friend in an organization.
하나님이 그렇게 기뻐하시는 것입니다. 이것이 사랑의 진짜.
WCGO, Evanston, Illinois, to the east.
항상 하나님의 은혜로 충만한 삶.
More at relevantradio.com/udout.
And we have an expanded band. Yeah, dudes. 1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin. This is a Relevant Radio.
Crazy. The Packers don't have a dynamic defense, and that's their problem. They're playing more physical right now. But I believe the Packers
The Zone, WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin.
sustain drives, and when they're healthy,
Year in, year out.
And nobody
decade
wants to
in,
talk
decade
about it.
out.
Nobody
How do you
wants to
explain
talk
that?
about it.
Well, we're too busy denying it. See, that's the problem. And so, it's like,
Here's WBON, Chicago, 1690. Okay, we're done.
I'm an alcoholic, you know.
Turn it off. There we are. The Sony SRF-M35. It is rocking, dudes. You guys got to pick one up. I love it. I love old classic radios like this. I think it's great. I love a new unbox one. So if any of you guys want to donate one to the channel, I'll do a big shout out for you. I do have a couple of new in the package. A couple of Sonys. I don't know if I'm going to open them up. I think I have an S10 and I have a SRF-39 in the package. So I do have those. They keep going up in value, so I don't want to open them up. Like, I think the SRF-39 will sell for like $80, $90. Is that crazy or what? But I mean, if you guys want to, throw one my way, I wouldn't mind another one of these. These are great. As a backup, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a second one. Definitely. I used to heard how good that was. An AM band is fantastic. Oh, and one thing we forgot to do.
So, okay, tell me what he's going to do. Are the top does more than one into my holiday winter related.
No mute on tuning. How beautiful is that? That thing's awesome. Love that. So you can get up and down the band really fast, and there's no mute. That's so cool. I'd have to show that real quick. All right, so awesome. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like. If you like Sony radios and want to see more, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future radios. I'm always on the lookout for a good Sony Walkman radio like this. Different styles. Yeah, if you guys want to, give me some pointers on which ones I haven't reviewed, just search Sony Walkman Todderbert, see what I've reviewed, and then if you see one that I haven't reviewed, that's pretty easy to pick up, let me know, and I'll pick it up and I'll review it. I wouldn't mind doing a couple more of these. I really like these headset radios. They're fantastic, especially in FM stereo. They sound good. They always sound good. I don't know what it is. They just have a nice wide frequency. It just sounds fantastic. So there's that. And of course, subscribe to the bell icon, get notified. And 3, comment below what you think about the SRF-M35. Is it one you'd pick up? I think it looks classy enough and cool, retro enough. I mean, retro's in. Everything's retro nowadays. We're sick of the new designs and going back to the old school design. What do you think about this funky one? I think it's just cool enough to be in my collection and stay there. I think it will for you too. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.